Hello, welcome to My Tree Arts and Prints. My name's Rosemary. I'm going to do a collective read. If you're interested in joining one of our lives, they're through Facebook on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll see other stuff being posted. You're more than happy to actually click on the link and view the Art Gallery 1111. Alright, so for the collective, I have a tract. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. So again, we're talking about changing the polarity within the collective. Soul pairings, which is having a soul-to-soul connection. It's the heart space is open to the heart space. We see the soul for what the soul is. It's a lot of the stuff that's on the outside doesn't matter, it comes in later, right? It is a reflection of what's on the inside. So attracting and having an intensity of attraction, the intensity of true soul connection includes highs and lows. It's indicative that this is very much a love reading at this point. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going through these highs and lows in their relationship. I have a feeling that other people are more or less looking for their soul tribe. You're also, again, this intensity of a true soul connection includes these highs and lows. It is what these soul's connections do is actually help bring out the best in us, but it does so by allowing us to see our own shadows reflected back to us and where we can work on ourselves, right? To say that here's the shadow part, here's the limitation. You may be putting out yourself or maybe putting it on your partner. So I have that barrier. Find ways around obstacles to find happiness. So finding happiness is what's inside of you. So a lot of these obstacles, these blockages, are things that are inside of us, as I was just saying. Finding a way around it, I would actually implore that we find the obstacle itself. Where's the root of it? Where has it stemmed from? What's the root of the blockage itself? A lot of times people have things that are caused by fear. Fear of things that are mostly the unknown. And a lot of people are actually creating these egos based off of their fear, their survival mode, and attaching it to materials in the world instead of having this soul and soul connection, right? Happiness starts from within, in whatever situation and scenario that you are in, and then it actually permeates out of you. It is bliss. It is this unconditional love, this unconditional light. It's asking to find the light within yourself, especially as we go through these, again, mirroring moments in a relationship, right? Union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. This is at the bottom of the deck. This is actually something coming from spirit, right? What's unseen coming in through from spirit. And I'm going to actually draw a little bit about each person here and as a divine partner. Whether you're, again, as we go through polarity, we have a masculine or feminine watching right now. And the feminine is a little bit more receptive, but it's also, again, one that is more in the nurturing stage of things without being the nurturer that is like the people pleaser. Those are actually trauma responses. Masculines are more supportive in the 3D and provide, in a way, the space for the feminine to actually flourish. So this way the union comes together. It's a support system that goes both ways, right? It doesn't have to be limited to one or the other. It is masculine and feminine energy that I'm speaking about because it's the polarity, right? And when you're in this divine union, it's a dance. It's a figure eight. It's a dance back and forth, right? Sometimes, even as we are full spectrum beings, you can actually be fluid between the masculine and feminine energy. So it is also being fluid with the partner between the masculine and feminine energy if they are also standing to be fluid as well, right? They're comfortable in their own feminine energy or masculine energy. It is also the acceptance, the unconditional love that for the full soul being that is here, you are accepting that soul. And if we're judging ourselves. So, and oftentimes if we feel we're being judged, we're still in a way judging ourselves. It means we have an ability to be afraid to be authentic, to be real, because we are thinking that other people are going to, in a way, judge us and so diminish ourselves, right? they are, they're going to judge you anyway, so you might as well do you, right? All right, I did have one love life card come out. This is definitely a love reading for the collective. And this is more of, I believe, both sides are actually in this mode of attracting. The divine masculines and feminines, and very much finding your own footing in this. That's where I'm going to kind of go with, so I feel that. I also feel, okay, communal living. Some of us may be in a little bit of communal living. Again, you could be even going in this twin flame or soulmate energy in a communal space, which means that some people say the separation occurs on it. Again, separation is an illusion. So if the separation is occurring, it is because it's being redone inside ourselves. We're balancing between spirit and the 3D, right? We're balancing even our emotions and going through and healing any emotions or traumas we've gone through in the past. A lot of times as we're going through and healing these emotions, the best space for that is actually through a relationship, through somebody that you can trust and open up and be vulnerable with. So, communal living, we have a union. We have the desire, even in the collective, to be more in a community living or union, right? In the loving energy, unconditional loving energy. I'm going to actually draw from the elemental deck. These two decks were the soul telepathy, and the other one was a past life deck, and they were borrowed by a beautiful woman named Kalieth. That is her spirit name. So with the elemental deck, the elements surrounding it, again, the inner core, we're going inside the core, the protection space. It is upside down, so there's this emergence out of the protection space, but it's also that core being open, right? The egg kind of being cracked open, ready from the inside out, not from the outside. It was ready to open up, right? So we also have 17, which is 8. Again, the number 8, so the balance coming in, the union between. You have seeing eye to eye, which is eye to eye, but also heart to heart, soul to soul, right? So this inner place where we feel protected, vulnerable, we can actually open up to our partner, to other people even. Again, don't be afraid to be you, right? It's time for this emergence to come out, this rebirth, this new birth, as most people are entering soul unions or feeling more the energy. It's a different type of energy to be in a soul union than it is to just be a physical, right? Because you're seeing materialistic part of this. We're talking about actually being in a soul union where the energy, the heart space is open, where you feel the other person's emotions. It's being in a relationship with yourself and the divine and source, and also seeing that within the other person as well. So I have another card upside down I just drew from the top. 34, which is 7. This alignment, we have silence and snow. So we have the protective space, the place that is being held, to hold space for a person as we're going through a lot of these intense sheddings or finding out the dynamic in which we're existing in. 34 being 7, so 7 chakras. We also have silence and snow. So even I'm feeling like the energy to, as we go in the winter months, this union really coming into fruition in the winter months, but also the silence in snow. If you've ever had the opportunity to hear snow as it falls without any other noises, it's this very high, it's almost like white noise, and it's very quiet, it's very therapeutic. So this coming in is actually, again, we're talking about being closer in the months coming ahead. And very much protected. That card just flew out, and it's Magic, Alchemy. Give me a sec. Magic and Alchemy, which is actually another card that is 43, which is another 7. This one was on right side up. The creation in between, bringing each other into balance. So 7. And on the bottom of the deck, Hearth, which is 11. Here's your balance. You're 11, 11, you have 7. So having this moment, this comfort, this hearth, this safe space, the inner space, right? We have this 11 coming in. We have a child that is involved, an animal. We have within the word hearth is both earth and heart. So the heart of the earth, right? The comfort space, balance coming back to earth, home, heaven space, being brought to earth through this divine connection. It is funny that has turned out to be a love reading for today. This is a full moon reading as well, so we are in a full moon season and it's a super moon, and these are things being released, but also new things being brought in, being established, being created in this very comforting space of the unconditional love, the heaven space, right? The vibrational frequency. There is a vibration that is higher that also encompasses unconditional love. There's a vibration that is higher than unconditional love. It is actually, it's actually authenticity, being true to yourself. So, again, go with love. And if you're interested in any of the links that I will put in the description box, you're more than happy to click on them, and I leave a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you for today, and lead with your heart. See you again.